Thank you for coming to see me today. How are you feeling?
I'm alright.
You alright? Okay. Well, we're going to work on some breathing techniques, and this is going to help you with your panic disorder and some of your anxiety attacks that you've been having. So, I want you to sit back and get relaxed and close your eyes, and I want you to breathe in with me and breathe out. Breathe in 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 and breathe out. Okay, open your eyes. How do you feel?
That was relaxing.
Was relaxing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I want you to remember that technique whenever you are experiencing any signs of anxiety, or you're about to go into a panic attack or an anxiety attack or anything like that. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so what we're going to talk about is how you look at the world. Okay? And you can look at it in a negative light and in a positive light. Okay? And as you know, everyone looks at the world differently. Okay? So, two people can have the same experience, but they can feel very differently about the situation. Alright? So you can think of it like a pair of sunglasses. Everyone has a different shade that causes them to see things differently. Okay? I'm going to give you a situation because I know that social participation has been very hard for you lately. Okay? And I want you to kind of listen to how these two different shades that you would put on would affect the outcome of the situation. Okay? So the situation is you meet a new person and think about asking them to go out for coffee. Okay? So just sit on that for a minute. So let's say I gave that situation to you right now. Going up to someone and asking them to go out for coffee. Would you be comfortable doing that?
No.
Okay. Why is that?
I feel like they wouldn't want to hang out with me. Like, I don't see the point in doing that.
Okay. And that would be the I'm not worthy. The why would they even go out with me? Why would they say yes? You know? So obviously then you would not go and ask them for coffee, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what about you are worthy? Let's change your outlook on the situation for a second. Now let's picture you being worthy, and you know them caring about the situation. Now what would you do? Now what would you think?
I still feel like they wouldn't. Like, I just don't see the point in going out for coffee with them.
Could you think that this could be fun? This could be a good opportunity to meet someone new and to learn a little bit about a new person, make a new friend, and if you have that thought, if you keep those positive thoughts in your brain about, you know, this, if I go and talk to this person, that I'm going to meet a new person, I'm going to have friends, and they're going to appreciate me and love me for who I am, which is what a friend initially does, then you would go and ask that person for coffee. It's a different outlook, right? Wouldn't you agree? That's a different outlook than the, no, they're not going to love me, or they're not going to, you know, they're not going to like me, they're not going to look at me in the right light.
Mm-hmm.
So, many people have those negative core beliefs or those negative feelings inside of them, and that causes harmful consequences. Those negative thoughts make you feel like that you're unloved. They make you feel like you're not good enough, that you're a bad person, that you're stupid and you're ugly and you're abnormal, you're boring, you're worthless. But just because those negative thoughts are telling you that does not mean that that's true. And anxiety has a great way of doing that, and so does depression, of putting those negative thoughts in your head. So what is a big negative thought that you have that is just really eating at you?
I really feel like nobody cares about me. And then there's no point in me being here if nobody cares about me.
And so that's the cause of your suicidal thoughts. And
I mean, what's the point of me being here if nobody cares about me?
okay, well, let me challenge that for a second. So you're married, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't left you.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. You have a job, correct?
I'm not working right now, but I am employed.
Yeah. And they told you that, take as much time as you need, and you can come back whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
So let's think about that for a second. So you have a husband who's a good guy, who hasn't left you, even though you have some different situations going on. And you have an employer who obviously cares about you because they're letting you come back and they're giving you as much time as you need to get better and seek treatment. And I think that your suicidal thoughts and that your negative thoughts of nobody cares about me, I think that your husband cares about you. Could you say that your husband cares about you?
I mean, he hasn't left, and
Yeah. So not in a way, it is like that he cares about you,
he's very supportive.
He is very supportive, and support is a huge way to show someone that they care. So it's picking out little things like that to see, okay, this person obviously cares about me,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Your employer, they care about you. How do they care about you?
He's a great boss. He gives me extra 30 minutes on my lunch break.
Okay,
He has agreed to let me come back when I receive treatment.
exactly. So, obviously cares. Alright, do you have any friends?
I have a lot of friends, but I don't see them anymore like I used to before I got married.
Okay. So I think that a good way to kind of, feel better. Everyone feels better when they have a lot of people around them that love them and care about them and support them. And a good way to do this is maybe to reconnect with those friends that you had before you were married. And just reconnect with them. You don't have to go out with them or anything like that, but just reconnect with them. Give them a phone call, send them a text message, email, whatever it is that you want to do, and just reconnect with them. And I think that will really and truly benefit you. That way you have, even if it's just to have someone to talk to, that is building your personal support group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There are support groups, though, around where you live, and I've left a handout by the door. But there are also community events where you have the potential to meet new people and just kind of get out there and, do all those things. But I do also want to say, let's talk about, so for exercise is a really great way to relieve some stress and relieve some anxiety and things like that, and also to relieve depression. So as far as exercise goes, what do you like to do? Or what did you like to do?
I used to do a lot of jogging.
A lot of jogging by yourself?
Yeah, I like to go by myself.
Okay. Well, try getting into that. Maybe start with walking and then get back into jogging, or start being outside more, and then eventually it'll make you want to get back into.
It's really hard because I have no interest in doing anything. I
I
don't even want to get
understand
out of bed.
Well, you can set a goal for yourself. The first thing that you can start with doing is maybe having a cup of coffee outside, okay? Outside on a porch or something, on your porch or wherever it is, start, or eat breakfast outside. Start being outside more. And then after that, you can potentially go into walking.
Mm-hmm.
And then take morning walks or taking morning jogs. And then that will get you that'll get you more motivated and get you back into the group of things. Okay, and back into feeling happier and healthier, because you do feel happier and healthier when you're outside. It's fresh air and working on the breathing techniques. I think it'll be really beneficial.
I'll try, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it is really hard. It's going to be really hard at first. It is. But as far as the suicidal thoughts go, you need to remember that people love and care about you. And if you were gone, it would be hurting them. And I know you don't want to hurt them, correct?
I don't.
So think about that whenever you do have those suicidal thoughts. And just remember that you don't want to hurt anyone. And by killing yourself, you're hurting other people too. So just remember that. You know, you're not someone who's sick and wants to hurt other people by, you know, that's not it. You have empathy, you care. And so that's just something you need to think about, you know, something you need to keep in the back of your mind whenever those thoughts do pop up. And they will. And you just need to push them aside and just be like, you know what, can't even think about that because I'm not going to hurt anyone. And then just remember to take your medication. Remember to, you know, any medication that your psychiatrist seems fit and prescribes you, you need to take it. And obviously take it safely and as directed by your psychiatrist. But don't miss a dose. Because if you miss a dose, you know, it'll be a tailspin and you will feel the effects of it. You know, so just make sure you take it and take it with caution, obviously, you know, and just be mindful of those things, though. There are a lot of people out there that love and care about you, you know, so just be mindful of that. So how has all of this helped you? How has all of this processed in your brain? You know, what can you take back from this?
Well, I generally feel like nobody really cares about me, which is why I want to just end it all and not be here anymore. But it does make me realize that my husband hasn't left me, and he's still with me and wants to be with me, and I'm pretty sure that if I was to contact my girlfriends, they would still want to be my friend and spend time with me. And my employer, he's willing to give me as much time as I need, and he's, you know, making my job available for me whenever I want it back. So, I mean, even though I do have these thoughts that I don't want to be here, it is nice to remind myself that they love me and care about me.
Yeah.
And they're willing to be there for me.
And I think that's a huge thing that people forget. I mean, so many people forget about, you know, that people care about them and love them, and in that moment you just forget that. But you have to remember, these people love and care about you. And based off of their actions, not just the words that they say to you, you know, but your husband hasn't left, your employer, you know, just based off of his actions and what he's allowing you to do right now.
Because he could have fired me if he wanted to.
Yes, exactly. So it's processing. So I think that you need to sit on it, and in our next session we will talk about, you know, kind of how these things have helped your situation, you know, and maybe talk about the suicidal thoughts and how they've progressed or gone away or anything like that. But
I can do that.
yeah, okay. So I left the handout by the door, and that just talks about the community events that you can go to, support groups for depression and anxiety, and also different exercising that you can do. So
Okay.
But it was really nice seeing you today, and I will see you at our next session.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.